What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a special video to me, maybe not so much to you. In fact, I might even venture a guess that this is going to be probably very boring for you to listen to, but I'm making this video anyway to inspire me, to motivate me to get this thing back on its legs. This guitar means more to me than 99.9% of the human beings on this planet. The only person I felt more for than this guitar are both in the ground now. This guitar actually belonged to my father. He played guitar when he was a young man, high school, and shortly thereafter, back in the rockabilly, 50s, 60s jam. My dad was a greaser type before he became a minister. And he ended up selling his Martin, which would have been worth quite a bit now. Sold it as adult things came up, family and all that crap. And he just never got another guitar. And one Christmas, my brother just showed up with this for him. There's a picture of him holding it. And he's just looking at this thing with this emotional, his eyes, something changed in his eyes when he was looking at the guitar, and I could tell he was grateful. He was grateful, and he had both thank you and oh my God, this is overwhelming. It's hard to describe. I don't want to call it a fear, but it was like an old friend that he had seen after many, many, many years, and he thought they had passed on. And he was just in shock and awe that he was greeted by that individual. But I kind of took this guitar over. This is the guitar I learned how to play on. Unfortunately, over the years, I've neglected it. I don't think my father played it more than 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times. And I took it over. I paid no attention to the way I managed it. It would just be laying on the floor, on top of some clothes, So I was a teenager. I was a young teenager, early teenager. And throughout the years, this thing's been with me to Arizona and back, and it never went on tour or anything, but it's been all over the place. It's been through many different climates, and because of that, and my lack of paying attention to the conditions in which this guitar is in, it's fallen in a state of disrepair that's broken my heart. I knew from the beginning this was going to be an emotional video, but I've repaired it a few times over the years, and I think it might be time to do it again. I don't know if I want to document it or not. There's not really too much we need to do besides clean it up. I might need to find a new set of tuners, and there is a repair back here that we will see in just a moment that needs to be completed properly. I initially had done it before I had the knowledge that I have now. I know this channel doesn't reflect my knowledge in guitar repair because I just kind of haphazardly do things. That's by design. I take these cheap things and I want to do goofy things to them and see if it works out, like the Explorer Esquire. That was a fun thing to do. Moving on to the next thing to be goofy. But now that I have the knowledge and everything, we may bring this Bad Larry to life. It is a gorgeous guitar all the way around. And it sounds so warm. It's like being at your grandmother's house, drinking hot cocoa, and sitting in her lap, or even your grandpa's lap while he's telling a story. Look at the beauty of this thing. So it's a Yamaha, and I believe it's like the 365. Let me see. Hold on. FG-365 S as in Sam 2. You see these? You see this gouge right here? That's from a fork. I use a fork to lightly. I mean, of course, I put stuff down to protect it. But at the time, I couldn't get one of these string retainers out. So I went this way and used the bridge as leverage. See how smart I was? And I remember slipping, and that fork gouged it and everything. It's missing one of its tuners, if I remember correctly. it just completely broke. It just stopped working. It snapped on the inside or something like that. The gears that turned the actual peg, I think it broke, a few teeth broke on it or something. Regardless, it broke. I happen to have this tuner on an old Carbon I had, this black tuner. And again, just haphazardly put it on there. The neck on this thing is gorgeous. I wish I could take this neck and put it on every guitar I own, but I don't know. Sorry, guys. This guitar is just bringing back a ton of memories. Let's see if it's even close to being in tune. Almost. Almost. Nope. But this guitar, when cleaned and strung up with fresh strings that aren't barbed wire, that aren't going to give you tetanus, it sounds awesome. It's a great sounding guitar that I've neglected out of, I don't know, emotional damage. My father passed away of Alzheimer's, you know, back in 2006. And I think it even stems before that, you know. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there's a separation here. The neck and the body and the binding. The binding has some cracking right here. It actually separated a good amount when I was in Arizona. Again, not paying attention to the climate in which the guitar was in. It's dry out there. So before I had the knowledge that I do have now as far as guitar repair, what you see on my channel is me playing with cheap guitars and having fun and being a goof. I promise you my skills are a little bit better than what you see on this channel. I like doing goofy things, and I guess that's by design on this channel. The Explorer Esquire is a great example. Moving on. But I did glue it, and I clamped it properly and let it sit for a week. And over time, the glue has just gotten brittle. I don't remember. I know it was a wood glue, but I don't know if it was Titebond or not. I might want to try some hide glue in here. Actually scrape it out, use a little steam, separate it again, and then bring it back. I don't know if I'll document that here. To pay someone to do it would cost way more than this guitar is worth. I think. I don't know what these things are worth, to be perfectly honest with you, and I don't care. It's a great playing, great sound. Well, it was a great playing, great sounding guitar that, because of some emotional baggage, I guess, I do nothing with. But this is one of the only constants in my life. I don't have much from my childhood aside from a few things I pulled from my mom's apartment when she passed away. But this thing stuck with me thick and thin. I left Arizona without this. And a good friend of mine who was holding on to just sent it to me. He just said, I'm just going to send it to you. I'm like, dude, let me pay for the shipping. He said, no, that's my gift to you. Welcome back home to Boston. And it's still in my life. And I honestly believe that if I choose burial as my final resting deal, it's not what I want to do. I want to go to a law enforcement body farm. Might as well document that here, just in case lawyers have to get involved once I'm gone. But I want to be in a body farm, you know. I want them to stuff me in the trunk of a car and absorb how I decay, so cops can better judge time, you know. Time since the individual is deceased. But regardless, this is a great guitar, and I'm happy to share it with you. I'm really happy to share it with you because I want to get this back. I want to get this back to life. We definitely need to find a new set of tuners. The ones that are on it are fine. I just don't want a mix match set. So I'm not worried about authenticity as far as or originality. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Originality. Oh Jesus! It's on a plastic fold-out table. So it's like ice skating. So, I mean, I normally at this point say, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I want to hear your opinion. But I honestly don't care. This thing is my, and not in a mean way, not in an uncaring way. But you could dog this thing all day long, and it's not going to matter to me. I love this thing more than I love most humans on this planet. There's a couple of dogs I like just close to this, but it is what it is. So that's a look at my dad's FG-365S, Roman numeral 2. from, I am guessing, early to mid-80s. I want to say he probably got it around 85 to 87, one of the Christmases in there. So there's a wonderful picture of him holding it like this, staring at it. Yeah, I hope I can find it. If not, then, you know, it is what it is. Guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and leave your feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all feedback to the Creep It Positive. Oh, you know what? I'm starting to notice there's a crack in the body in the spruce top. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. It's right here. And it goes pretty much to the bridge. So we're going to have to scrape that a little bit and get some glue in there. But regardless, guys, thank you for going on this like little reminiscent journey. Now I'm going to clean it up a little bit and go cry like a little baby. Because I miss my daddy. No, seriously though. I do even walk to end Alzheimer's in his honor. It's legit. The link should be down below. It goes directly to the Alzheimer's Association. I don't see a dime of it. It goes direct. It's secure. It's safe. And if you're willing, go down there. Click on it. Toss a few bucks. Share the link if you'd like to. Over on the Atari Creep YouTube channel, we do a whole campaign. There's giveaways. I just gave away a 3D printed cradle for a specific game console games to a person. It was $25 or more within the next few days, and they threw 150 bucks at it. So I tossed a few extra little cool things in there for them. But guys, if you want to support that, I would greatly appreciate it. But I don't push it too much on this channel. Wherever in the world you are, I hope you're doing well. And if you have a guitar with not a similar story, but a similar attachment, and you make videos, tag me in. I want to see yours. I want to see the guitar from your heart. Guys, I hope you're well. Until next time, take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye.